caught stealing this first movie, all of us saw, I think, pretty individually.
Yeah.
I went into this not really with a ton of expectations. I wasn't thinking like this was going to be a sequel to The Whale. Obviously, Austin Butler's the lead, so everybody's here to watch him, right?
Yeah.
And he gets caught up in this crazy situation. There's a cat that ends up becoming the star of the whole movie.
It's like Argyle, but good. Right? It's really a wrong place, wrong time sort of movie where this guy just gets beat up and his life falls apart. Meanwhile, there's like a Guy Ritchie-esque element to it where there's all these different sort of criminals that are involved trying to get a little MacGuffin.
Yeah, there's all these moving parts and it never really stops moving.
Yeah.
It's a breakneck pace. And Zoe Kravitz is in this. She plays kind of like the love interest to Austin Butler. He's this bartender that basically is in this crossroads of does he need to be serious with the relationship or not? And what does he need to give up in order to be serious with that relationship?
Yeah.
Austin Butler's story through the entire thing is madness and mayhem. The whole second act to me feels like just kind of a blur of crazy mishaps. What did you guys think of this movie as far as that goes? Because it feels like it just doesn't end up stopping.
I would agree. It definitely feels like he gets caught up in this ruse with gangsters and the police, but the whole time he's also really stuck on this instance from his past.
Yeah.
Huge San Francisco Giants fan, and we learn throughout bits and pieces throughout the movie that he was tapped to be drafted in baseball, like straight out of high school. But an accident that he was responsible for derailed that, and he really clings to that aspect of his past and how does that affect his actions in this predicament that he's in currently. And I think it pays off really well.
Yeah. There's so many moving parts to this, so many different characters, and the fact that we get a backstory for him and his mom as well, you're like, is this going anywhere? But at the same time, I'm like, I'm glad this character is at least fleshed out.
Well,
because
and they
he's
don't
the anchor,
spell it out.
right?
They don't like spell it out for you. They leave clues and pieces for you to assemble the backstory yourself, which I love in a movie. I love when a movie doesn't hold my hand.
Yeah.
Well, in Aronofsky in this, I've not really seen any films that he's done that is quite as action heavy as in this one.
Or funny.
Or funny. The car chase scene is hilarious. Matt Smith in it for just a brief part, but honestly, probably one of the best things he's done in a long time in the cinema. Discounting Morbius, of course.
Obviously.
We don't want to diss the Morbius.
There's a dance scene in that I'm okay with.
Matt Smith in Morbius is just feeling himself for like 15
really
minutes straight.
But I want to talk about how beautiful this film looks, too.
Right.
It looks like it was made a couple decades ago.
Well, so it's a period piece, right, in 1998, and you kind of wonder, does it need to be in the 90s? Even though the book is written about 1998, but it feels like 1998.
It's great.
Yeah.
Between the Mamdani scavenger hunt last week and this movie, I really miss New York. Like, it really made me miss the vibe of the city.
Yeah.
And this is the New York where everybody around your apartment complex is your best friend. You know the homeless guy that's living down the corner. You know the person that's down the street from you. Everybody's connected. So when the things start happening, not only is everybody already aware of the stuff when Austin Butler isn't, but they're actually actively involved in it. And I think that's fascinating. Regina Hall's in this. I think she's fantastic in it. The two rabbis, we have to talk about this.
Vincent D'Onofrio and Liev Schreiber.
Did you know it was them until after the movie when you went to IMDb? Or did you know immediately?
During the movie, I went, hey, wait a minute. You have to look between the beard, right?
I knew one of them was Liev Schreiber, and I had seen Vincent D'Onofrio's name in the credits, and I was like, where is he in this movie? Until I looked really hard at one of them.
It reminded me of those of Guy Ritchie films, honestly, back in the day. Back in the 90s, he was making all these incredible action films. I wish that maybe we'd gotten more out of Matt Smith's character, particularly. He was obviously needing to leave at a certain point, but by the time he comes back, it's pretty quickly wrapped up with him.
Sadly.
Yeah.
Right?
What do you think?
I think tonally, this movie was trying to find itself. Because at the first, I was like, oh, this is a Guy Ritchie movie. It's very funny, maybe even a little Scorsese with a New York element. But then second act, it got really hard to it's unsettling, I'll say that. Like there are some elements where I'm like, it's not funny anymore. I'm actually really sad. Is this just a drama? And then by the end, it kind of brings it back to the comedic stuff. And I'm like, I had a really good time, but man, that was hard to watch.
Was it hard to watch for you, Rebecca?
No,
And not hard being bad, hard like violent.
I was engaged the entire time. It was one of those movies where, when you're watching a movie by like an acclaimed filmmaker, you're like, yes, this is the good stuff. I know I'm in good hands, and it felt like that for me the whole way through.
Yeah.
Don't discount this director, and I'm never going to again as far as action goes.
Right.
I want to see more of this. Like, what can he do next? It's gonna be.
Dying to know what prompted him to pick up this project.
That is a
I
good
think he
question.
wanted a normal movie. I mean, The Whale is almost there.
Black
but
Swan.
To me, it seems like he talked a lot about in all of the press interviews and stuff his love of New York and just what it was like when he was living there and his experience there. So I think there's a lot tied into that. But man, it makes me wish that we got to see what his Batman Year One could have been.
Yeah. Is this Austin Butler's first normal role as well? 'Cause it feels like Aronofsky
Mike Ryder's
played-
is fairly normal.
Okay, that's
it's
true.
playing a very.
Guys, he's a
normal
megastar.
He's such a megastar.
Yeah.
Have you read about how nice he is?
Yeah.
Like, just behind the scenes.
He did
and
press interviews for an hour when everything got shut down for them.
I was reading a thing about somebody who worked on Caught Stealing, and they said he was the first on set, last to leave, knew everybody's names, and was super kind to
He's a
everyone.
great guy.
He, after they cut, he would always check on the cat. He was like really invested in the cat's well-being.
He gave my uncle a kidney. I mean, he's one of the nicest
He's
people
the
I've
nicest
ever met.
guy.
Well, I do think that Chase, this is probably one that people can go into and have a good time, even if they don't know what they're getting into.
Yeah.
In fact, that might even be better in some cases. So for me, this is a see it, but what do you think, Ken?
Absolutely see it.
Oh, absolutely see it.
All right, well, make sure you check out that movie. It is out in theaters right now, but let's jump into The Roses.